good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's a new day. Thank God for another beautiful day. We're headed to a no heat, no cool call. That's what the customer said. So I'm thinking that fuse is blown or a transformer is blown, is out, and the system isn't doing anything, and they're not getting no response in cooling or heat settings. So we'll see what we find, folks. We'll see what we find. Cooling?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, French is here at night.
So we got it on off for now. We'll go ahead and put it on heat.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, guys. We got this one in the garage. It's an older furnace. We put it on heat mode. It's not doing anything. Would you look at that? They got the capacitors on the floor. I'm trying to see if this thing has a fuse. This thing does not have a fuse. Look at that. I wonder why this thing doesn't have a fuse. Alright, let me take a picture of that. Okay, so I don't know why this thing does not have a fuse. I'll ask them about it later. Let me go ahead and put this fuse popper on there. You know, some people try to fix their own stuff. As you can tell, that capacitor's there. So they could have just forgot to put the fuse on. Thing fired right up. Okay, cause I found there was no fuse in here. Was Chuck probably?
Yeah,
He was changing them.
Okay.
It kept blowing the fuse.
Okay.
Yeah, the heat was working, and then one day last week I turned the air on because it got up to like 78 degrees outside, and it got warm in the house.
Okay.
So I turned the air on, and the air never came on.
Okay.
And then later on that night, it started to get cold. I was like, okay, well, I turned the heat on, and the heat didn't come on. I was like, uh-oh.
Okay.
So I changed the batteries in my thermostat, checked my filter, and then it still never worked. And then when he came out, he did the same things, and
it kept blowing the fuse.
Yeah, something from the air was blowing the fuse.
Got you. Okay. All right.
And he said it was something a little bit more technical than the equipment that he had yesterday. So.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why doesn't it have a fuse? But yeah, so it's probably in the cooling circuit. We'll check out the cooling circuit.
Okay.
Do you know if it was blowing that fuse immediately? Every time he would put it on cool?
I'm not sure.
Not sure? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to stay around him too much. I didn't want to get in his way.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Yeah, I know how it is. I do plumbing. So
Yeah.
I know how it is with somebody standing over your shoulder.
Yeah, no, you're good.
You know, ask you a bunch of questions.
The reason I'm asking because it's not blowing it immediately now, but yeah, we'll keep taking a look at it. system is running. What's going on now? Sounds like that compressor kicks in and out. Alright. Let's check that. Oh, see, that's what's going on, folks. Look at that. Well, that's what happens when somebody tries to get by on a repair. I mean, I know I'm a DIY guy myself, but you know, you just gotta be careful. That capacitor casing is touching the coil on the contactor. Eventually it's shorted out. I'm still gonna check the capacitor. And I'll still ohm out the contactor as well, but it's 45. It's rated for 45. Let's see. I believe this was the red. I gotta verify that. I forgot. Common. Yeah, common is the red. Yep. Okay. And I'm going to take this off and ohm out that. Let's see what we got on the contactor. $14. That should be okay. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Alright guys, let's go get some strap so we can put this up here. So I went to go get this metal strap and I found this around here. This is the original one. It was right here. I touched it with my knee. So, well, I just broke it. So we'll just put our own strap on there. Just gotta make sure I ain't hitting nothing. Make sure I ain't hitting no copper. Go ahead. Got these big screws on here. Get this as tight as possible. Okay. All right, fellas, that's in there. All right, that's in there. system is R22. Let's see. There's compressor amps. Get a fuse. We got one more left. Okay. Take a picture of that.
You look good.
Yeah. Clean for sure. Look at that. .94. Find the amp rating on this. It's 1.6. So it's over amping, but this is an older furnace, man. So 1.8. That inducer sounds horrible. Let's check it out. 1.7. It's rated at 1.6. I don't know if y'all can see that, 1.6. So, y'all saw that inducer. It didn't sound too well. And that system overall is just very old. So I let him know that. Obviously, we put that in our notes, in our invoice. We attach it with pictures. That way we have a record of it, and they won't think it's something we did or we're lying to them, but everything is with pictures. So, but yeah, guys, he just said thank you for fixing it, and he'll worry about that when the time comes, I guess. He said I told him the best option would probably be to replace it. So, but yeah, folks, that's what's going on here.